What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. I am your host, Ed Honcho. And, man, we're just going to get right into it. Make sure you follow the Den on all the proper social medias. Make sure that you tune in live every night, 10 p.m. Central Time. We go live. We discuss the topics of the day or just whatever's going on in the world at that time. You can call in and share your thoughts. But let's get into this story, man. Today in Niggas Ain't Shit News. You know, we live in a world where people just expect you have to do everything for everybody. And that's a problem that I have with a lot of stuff. But we're going to get into the story, and I'll kind of put my thoughts on it as we go in. But this shit here is despicable. You know, first I heard the story, I was like, okay. And then once kind of the details kind of came out, I saw a different article about it. But we're going to read this one. That has kind of been updated. And I know y'all going to be like, there's some similarities going on there, Honcho, between you and this gentleman you're speaking of. Fuck y'all. Well, let's get into the story, man. Ezekiel Luke Hicks, 25, suspected of killing Craig Brewer in the Newberry Road Waffle House in Gainesville. It's like, I'm not going to read it word for word. You guys can check it out. I'll put the article link in the description below. Another one of those Florida man stories, it seems like. But basically, there was a shooting early Sunday morning that left one man dead. And basically a good Samaritan, because apparently he was showing some love inside the Waffle House. But we'll get into it. I don't even know how to say it. Alachua County Sheriff's Deputy said 41-year-old, I'll probably fuck that all up. 41-year-old Craig Brewer killed about 3 a.m, paying for others' food, giving out money to some of the restaurant's customers shortly before his death. The act of kindness led to some resentment from one female. Always over a broad. Why it's always got to be over a female? Females always starting some shit, but because she wasn't feeling special. According to the sheriff's office, and gave rise to an argument between Brewer and his alleged killer. Suddenly, a crowded Waffle House turned into a murder scene. Ezekiel Hicks, 25, little young dumb niggas, is accused of shooting Brewer multiple times, at least once in the head. So deputies believe the man's argument started after a woman who was at the Waffle House with Hicks. So you done took this chick to the Waffle House and she mad because some other nigga ain't paid for her shit and you didn't kill the man. So let's tell me how much sense that made. I can't wait. I bet you're gonna have some real interesting tales when you go to jail. There ain't no hiding this. This is all over the place. Got angry because Brewer's generous turn in paying for others' meal didn't include hers. Brewer had been picking up the tab for others' food and handing out $20 bills. The victim was engaging folks at the restaurant. There was a disagreement with a female customer, an unappreciative ass bitch. Hicks confronted him. At one point during the argument, deputy said Hicks left the restaurant, came back with a gun. A bystander tried to dissuade him from going back in. Brewer and Hicks got into a brief physical fight, which means that Brewer was whooping his young ass. That 41-year-old man was whooping his young ass before Hicks pulled the trigger. So he couldn't take it. He was getting beat the fuck up, so he shot the man. So deputies responded to the Waffle House early Sunday after employees called 911. The report had reached maximum capacity, but customers were refusing to leave. They arrived to find Brewer with a gunshot wound to the head. They believe the shooting occurred just before they got there or as they were arriving. Autopsy scheduled for Monday. They're trying to find out the relationship between Hicks and Brewer. At the scene, investigators recovered a 9mm Glock pistol that may have been used in the shooting. Evidence in the case is fairly straightforward. We're working with the state's attorney. Pretty obvious. We have on video what happened. There was at least one gunshot to the head, but the medical examiner will offer authoritative information on that. What we're trying to find out in the days ahead is if it was truly a verbal argument that turned into a murder case or if there was something missing there. Hicks was charged with first-degree murder. He faced drug charges in 2017, avoided jail time, going through a pretrial diversion program. And the Newberry Road Waffle House employee says the restaurant has reopened since then. So this is what I'm saying. This is what happened, basically, okay? And this ain't the dumbest shit. So you done basically you finna go to jail for life over some fucking waffles. Over a broad that you probably took, or maybe she took you, I don't fucking know, to the Waffle House, and you done killed a man over some fucking waffles and a $20 bill, probably. So, I mean, this is what I talk about when I say, man, like, we got to get it right, man. We got to understand the value of life, because we do dumb shit like this all the time. And I'm not saying just us as black folks, but people all over the place. But yeah, but this story definitely resonates a lot more with us. And I hate hearing shit like this, man. This is the shit that bothers the fuck out of me, because if we don't value ourselves, if some fucking waffles, I mean, how did you expect to fucking pay for the food before you got there? You know, I'm assuming, I don't know if there's a further connection, if there's some other stuff going on. But you let this woman, who ain't nothing gonna happen to her, and this happens all the time. That's why I say you niggas need to start thinking with the big head, not the dick head. And she basically mad about some shit, so you done went off and got a gun and killed a nigga over some broad. Don't know, like I say, don't know the relationship, don't know what it is. But that's why you young niggas, like I say, these young motherfuckers these days, they don't give a fuck about shit. They'll kill you over some waffles and a $20 bill. That's what your life is worth. This man is being generous, being kind because somebody felt left out. This man didn't owe them anything. Probably wasn't affiliated with them. We'll know as the story comes out, and I'll try to stay on top of it. But they felt necessary. They felt that it was necessary. He paid for their food because he was paying for everybody else shit. You know, unappreciative motherfuckers. So unappreciative that not only do you get mad because, you know, you take this man's life. And again, he's probably getting his ass whooped. That's why he shot him. Because if he was whooping his ass, he wouldn't have killed that man. I don't know if you watch this, if you've ever been in a fight. But if you're in a scuffle and you have an upper hand, unless it's just some hatred behind it. If this is, like I say, a scene of just two people who didn't know each other and they just met up and this just occurred at the Waffle House, unless there was some history behind the shit, you know, which I don't think there was, because I'm assuming if that was the case, it would have happened before all the giving and generosity was taking place. You know, unless there's some hate behind it, if you get an upper hand in a fight, you're going to whoop somebody's ass, you're going to stroll on about, you're going to talk your shit, you may, you know, say a couple of words, whatever else it may be, you know, get your last little licks in, or whatever it is. If you win in the fight, you know, you're not finna go over the top and shoot somebody. If you're getting your ass beat, you start going into desperation mode and you're going to do anything. If you can't take that L, like a lot of these young niggas cannot take L's, you're going to go do whatever you can to get that victory. You're going to do whatever you can to get that win. And so now you getting thrown away over a broad, some waffles, and a $20 bill, essentially, because you couldn't take that L at Waffle House, because you were embarrassed because of the crowded Waffle House. And again, that's what I'm saying. It's pride. Pride is the thing that came in it. It's more than I think about it as we speaking on it. They said it was a crowded Waffle House. 3 a.m. in the morning, usually probably after the club let out. I don't know how they operate in Florida. But he's probably embarrassed because he's over there getting mad because he's getting his ass whooped because some broad who probably just left the club, you know, didn't get whatever way, you know, probably wasn't getting the attention she wanted in the club. Somebody giving out free attention at the Waffle House. She ain't getting no attention at the Waffle House, so now she mad. She making a scene. Probably got some liquor in her system. This little dude probably got some liquor in his system too. And now he mad because he listening to her cackle on about some bullshit, or probably felt embarrassed or whatever the fuck it may be. Then got his ass whooped and then couldn't take that, so he went and got the gun. You know what I mean? And so now, like I said, you got thrown away for some bad decisions because you couldn't take that second instead of reacting to properly respond. Hey, you know what? Maybe, hey, you know what? Just it ain't our night. You know what? He ain't gonna show us no love. We're gonna pay for our shit and get up out of here. Why is it that big of a deal? If this person does, you don't know this person, this motherfucker don't owe you shit, why would you get mad because everybody else got their shit paid for and you didn't? Like, maybe she was getting excited, you know, everybody else gets something to get something free tonight and then you didn't get that, or you didn't get that free little $20 bill. Maybe that was to go on a little sack or something. I don't fucking know what the fuck she might have been thinking. Oh, look, he's paying for their food. He paying for their food. He paying for their food. He giving out money. And because you got excluded. So you feel some type of way, and then this little knucklehead goes and, you know, does some stupid ass shit. So now this man's life is gone for being a good Samaritan. And, you know, this man right here finna get thrown away. And so again, like I said, it ain't his first brush with the law. And I'm not talking a bunch of shit. I've had my brushes with the law. But you got to make better decisions. You got to start making changes. Otherwise, you get caught up and you continue to stay in that mind frame. You continue to fuck with the wrong people. You don't change your associations. You get caught up in shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, it's fucked up. Oh, that nigga look like a stud. Damn, we showed us a man. That nigga look like you know, one of them one of them studs. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about a man stud. I'm talking about one of them lesbian studs. But hey, it is what it is. I guess the little fuzz on the chin, you know, solidifies. But these days, who fucking knows? There's no telling. Everybody working with everything these days. It's a crazy world we live in. But man, it's unfortunate. Like I said, that gentleman that what was his name again? Brewer, Craig Brewer, lost his life because Zeke Hicks couldn't control himself, couldn't handle his liquor, couldn't handle his broad or whoever the fuck he was with, couldn't handle his pride, couldn't handle any of these things, got his ass kicked. And so now he had to take that man's life because he was unable to, you know, accept the L's, accept the beat down or whatever else that came with it, you know, so he shot this man in the head. Like, the man didn't owe you shit. For as far as I know, again, from just the details of the story, if these guys were strangers passing in the night, this man didn't owe you shit, and you killed this man because this woman was upset. What kind of shit is that? That don't sound like some simp shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let these ladies take their L's. You know, this is equality. This is equal rights and all that other good shit. Hey, everything ain't fair. That's what happens when you get these motherfuckers with these expectations. People feel like you owe them something. Don't nobody owe you shit in this world. But hey, man, look, Jack, we'll be live at 10 p.m. tonight. I'm your host, Ed Honcho, man. I thank you for tuning in. Hey, man, I'll see y'all tonight. Expect some more videos coming soon. With that being said, hey, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. This shit is this crazy, crazy fucking world we live in. Or maybe it's just the state of Florida. Nah, this shit happen everywhere, man. I'm out.